Hello, folks. I've already given you a solution on exercise 5.8. However, my solution was way too inefficient, right? So now we're doing it from student C's perspective. Now we're doing it from student C's perspective. A student who's a bit clever than. In fact, who's more clever than the other two students, okay? Let's see which page are we on. This is it right here. Okay, so we gotta find the highest score. We gotta write a program. We've got to write a program that prompts the user to enter the number of students and each student's name and score, and then finally display the name of the student with the highest score. Okay, so I've already given you guys a solution from student A's perspective. I've said that before, I know. So what I did is, in order to spend less time on this exercise, I've noticed most of my solutions, they take roughly about 20 minutes, and some they go beyond that. And I'm assuming some of you out there don't like that, but I don't know, to be honest. So that's why I decided to write a little bit of code that I'm assuming most of you guys know, right? Because what I did here is I created a scanner, as you can see on line 6 and 7, and then I've prompted my user to enter the number of students, and then I declared two variables to hold the name of a student who's performing the most, okay, and the corresponding mark, which is a score, right? And these two variables, they're responsible for holding the current student, because we'll be dealing with a bunch of students. So student name is the current student we'll be comparing with our high performing student. I'm hoping people get me there. I'm not even sure if I did put that properly. Anyways, let's continue, because right now what I want to do is to get to the core of this exercise. So here's what I'll do. Previously we used a while loop. Right now I want to use a for loop, so I'll simply go I is equals to 0, I less than number of students I plus plus. I'm hoping everyone is clear what's going on there. So here's what we'll simply do. Here we go again with this machine of mine. Can be slow sometimes. Okay, need to get myself no RAM. Okay, so it's gonna be enter a student's name and school. Okay, once I do that, of course I'm gonna have to store that on student name. It's gonna be scanner dot next. Okay, and then I'll go student school scanner dot next double. Okay, let's scroll down for visibility. Now that I've got that, you see what I did before, I did not validate my user inputs. So what I'll do here, I'll make sure that my input is acceptable. So if student score is less than 0, we know that that is not acceptable. Stem.out.print. Error mark can be negative. Okay, system.exit, put a 0 there. There was the first scenario. Okay, and the second one will be our second invalid scenario will be so sorry for that, folks, I had to cough. Okay, what we don't want our program to accept is a name, is an empty name, is empty, or you can think of it as a name with length equals to 0. Okay, system.out.print error name can be empty. Okay, system.exit, our status is 1. Okay, now let's get to the core of this loop. So what we want to do, we want to simply check, we want to compare our current student's mark. If student score if high, let me scroll up and see what did I name. It's high score. If high score is less than student score, then we know that we've got to update our high performing student. So it's gonna be high score is equals to student score, and then our high student, perhaps that wasn't a good way of naming my variable, but it's high student. It's gonna be student name. Okay, so that's how things gonna be, and this thing is gonna be inside a loop, right? This is a pretty straightforward solution, folks. I don't know if people are with me here, but I'm hoping they are. Okay, immediately once I'm done doing that, what I can simply do is to, cause I no longer wanna type, I can simply copy and paste that and then simply put it over there. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, I mean, that should be it for this tutorial, you folks. Let's try to hit the run button and see what we get. It's still launching my exercise. Okay, number of students, let's go for Max. Henry. Oops. Okay. Can't think of any names. Let me put my own. And another name in my language. Oh, let me put my surname Kanyile. So Lwandile tends to be our high performing student. Okay, you can play around with this program however you like if you want to, but I'm hoping you had something of this nature, right? Your program might not be exactly as my own, but the look should pretty much look the same. Okay, thanks a lot, you guys. Cheers, I'm gone.